minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN Better Gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
My people, we don't jam again. Let me continue, sharp before time go waka. As I was in the hotel room with my friend Smooth, and then, after a long stare, he said, "Chris Baba, your babe will be doing prostitution." What? I shouted. What the heck are you talking about, guy? What are you talking about? How now? Smooth cuts in. "Look, you want to be rich or not?" I replied. "At the expense of my loveling? At the expense of my loveling? If do you know what that means? It's like I have finished her life." He opened the briefcase and with a straight face he said, "Well, yours just started." I looked into the briefcase. Kambalai, see money. Hey, see money. I couldn't take my eyes off it, but I was trying to contain myself. I asked him what this whole thing is all about. He said, "That is my payment. But I need to make sure all that needs to be done is done. Then I can get paid." One name, my brothers and sisters. I couldn't help to sleep that night. I couldn't. I was in a state of confusion. But my loveling, what has she done to deserve this? Why, Chris? Why? At the same time, this money can be my new identity, my new status. What do I do? I was torn in between telling her the truth and just letting things happen. If this journey fails, her father and mother will hate me for life for raising the hopes of their daughter. As I thought about it, Smooth messaged me to send all her details for processing. With mixed emotions, I sent it. For days, I refused to see her. How? How can I face her knowing that what I have done is wrong? The day reached. I took her to the airport. Smooth was there with some other ladies. I hugged her so tight. We both wept a little and then they boarded the plane. Smooth and I went back to the hotel room. And like joke, now so he give me that money. Hey! He give me that money just like that. Hey! I went to the boutique first. Make I wash away this poverty life wey don't follow me like shadow. I waited for like 3 weeks. Then I went to visit Loveling's parents. As their daughter launched me into this high life, make I settle them small. They thanked me and praised me. As a matter of fact, it was as if they were worshipping me. Deep inside, it pained me. But I was like, Loveling is a strong girl. She will survive. Please, don't hate me. Na life cause am. I will tell you what happened after, but now I need to rest.
It is the I Wish I Knew radio drama and program right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and we are so glad that you are listening to us at this point. My name is Dell, and let's let you know that this program is brought to you by the Media Coalition and Awareness to Halt Human Trafficking, MICAT, and it is funded by, sorry, let me get all the information so that we can give all the honor to whom honor is due. So we would like to appreciate the support of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, for supporting this cause. And also, this program is funded by the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs of Denmark, and we sincerely appreciate. Today we are joined by a great personality, like I said, and let me quickly share a little about him before we have him join us on board. Our topic today is Fake scholarships and job offers, modern lures for trafficking. Fake scholarships and job offers, modern lures for trafficking. And we are joined today, or we will be joined by Paul Nwankwo. He is a migration and international development consultant with over 17 years of experience. He's the business development manager at the International Returns and Reintegration Assistant, IRARA, Nigeria. Before then, he worked as project administrator for AMIF Arrives project. Also worked as a career advisor for Return and Reintegration, IRARA, Nigeria in Lagos. Before joining IRARA, he had worked in various positions at Humanity Foundation Nigeria and rose to the position of director, or is executive director. He is married with children. So this is the man that will be joining us today on the program, and you will be hearing all from him on the issues of migration, on the issues of how trafficking have used, or they've used, or traffickers have used the issue of migration and have eaten deep into the issue of, that has affected our communities. And so we're trying to get him on board right now. Mr. Paul Nwankwo, thank you for joining us.
Good morning, listeners.
Good morning. And
thanks for having me.
And thank you for the sacrifice. We sincerely appreciate. So,
thank you.
So we were talking, I was introducing you to the listener, and I mentioned a few things about you, and looking at what you do, being an international, and a migration and international development consultant. What do you do basically, sir? Just in a few words.
Thank you very much. Yes, I work with international organizations to help in providing services, not just to migrants, but also to policymakers within Nigeria and Europe and other parts of the world in advancing the cause and the benefits to migrants. Of course, you know that migration is cross-cutting, is almost on everything we do, because human beings have the right to move from where they are. So what I basically do is to provide services to international organizations, local partners who want to return back to Nigeria, how they could go about the process and what benefits, what other things stand on the way for them. Okay. So this is basically what I do. This is also supporting international development, because of course we know that migration is part of international development agenda, SDG 2030.
All right, thank you so much. So before we get into the discussion, let's let our listeners know that we are live on Facebook. And so you can go there, watch us live, and also you can drop a comment. We will take your comments in the course of the program. Now, let's look at the issues of fake scholarship. What makes fake scholarships and job offers attractive to victims of trafficking?
Thank you very much. Yes, we know that education is also part of the social drivers of international migration. And one of the services that come with education is scholarship. Free tuition, free all of this. And now, when you look at fake scholarships that we see, especially with the advent of social media, so people who are originally, people who are, who have this tendency to commit crime or organized criminal networks, also take advantage of scholarship that exists in certain countries to also create this economy around scholarship and fake scholarship and job offers for people in other countries. And one of the characters of this fake scholarship is that most information are not verified. Number one, there's no full disclosure. So, and again, this thing thrives more in countries where people are more likely to migrate from, where people have the tendency to leave their own homeland to settle in another country. Specifically, Nigeria is one of those countries where some of these things go on. As much as it is in other African countries, we know that Nigeria, one of Africa's largest economy, used to be number one, and then Africa's most populated country, has a lot of young people who want to travel abroad at all means and at all costs by whatever, circumstance. So because of that, the traffickers and the organized criminal network are taking advantage of the desperation of these individuals who want to travel abroad. Yeah. And if you look at some of the figures that are available, you will discover that majority of these scholarships are either non-existent or poorly communicated, or they are just outright scam.
And sometimes, if maybe we're a little bit more careful, would have noticed some of these things you're saying, because sometimes there are always like loopholes in the offers, right?
Yes, there is always something that is missing. For instance, when you are told that all you just need to do is pay us, who will process the scholarship for you. You pay a part from Nigeria. When you get there, you start paying. Now, this most times is a kind of trafficking web. When you get to that country, they will disclose to you that although there is a scholarship, you do not qualify. That's number one, because you didn't meet the criteria ab initio. Now, even if you meet the criteria, they will tell you that there are service charges, that they have paid a lot of money up front for you to be able to secure this scholarship. You have to work for some years and be paying them. Otherwise, you will not be able to work and make your own money. That's number one. Number two, they will collect your passport, so that even if the person wants to say, I no do again, you want to run away,
yes,
it's difficult for you to. And then, of course, because of desperation. And why am I mentioning this desperation? It's important because it would appear that young people are not seeing their future in their own country, Nigeria. And that is what is driving the desperation. The people, if you want to know what desperation is like, just walk into any of the major embassies on a normal work day in Abuja here. You will see a lot of young people queuing up under the sun, chasing documents, arranging files, standing under the sun and waiting. Why are they there? They want to leave Nigeria. And this is important. This should bother us. This should bother the government. This should bother everybody, because if everyone leaves Nigeria, because it is the people of this country that will build this country, but the opportunity and the environment has to be provided, and that is by responsive and responsible governance. So if that is not being seen or not seen to be done, then people lose hope in their own country, and that is where the desperation comes in. So the economy around fake scholarship, fake job offers, and human trafficking is built on the desperation and the inability of people to see hope in their own country.
You're right. I totally agree with you. Now let's look at in one's desperation, there are things that they might not notice, like there are warning signs and things like that. You started talking about it. Are there other warning signs that we need to take note of as a people?
The truth is that the world we live in now is driven by information, and sometimes by fake information. So, but the important thing is that it is important for anybody who wants to access some of this scholarship to check verified information in the website, for instance, of the university or the government of that country, or even get to an embassy in this country, of these countries in your own country. You can write to them online, or you can go there to ask, does something like this exist? Yeah. Recently, we had a meeting with the embassy of Belgium in Nigeria, and they told us that they noticed an increase in the number of online advertisement for job offers in Luxembourg. And they want to confirm to us that these job offers did not originate from Luxembourg government. They are not known to the authorities, because the Belgium embassy in Nigeria is the embassy that processes visas for Luxembourg. So they are not, most of these are not official, and they don't know about it. But they have noticed an increase in those advertisements online for offers of job and scholarships in Luxembourg. I'm using that for example.
Yes.
Now, it would always appear juicy. It would always appear, too good to be true. So if you begin to see something that you do not do anything, there's nothing on your own part, just pay us the money, will get you the visa, get you on the plane, and all of that is a reason to think, is a reason to reconsider if this is true. And if you are not clear, you can go to the agencies, CSOs, or you can even go to the Nigerian agencies that are in charge of some of this. For instance, Federal Ministry of Education, because most of the job offers, even if they are not aware initially, they could scholarship, they could verify. Yeah. They could verify that. And this is one of the things. Or you go to the CSOs, there's such organizations that are basically working on migration in Nigeria, or to the National Commission for Refugees, or to the Federal Ministry of any of these. You can seek information before you put in that money, or on your own, do a research. That's why there is internet. That's why there is liberalization of information sharing as in the world we live in today. Because fake news, fake information, scammers are everywhere online. Yes, a lot of genuine job offers and scholarships, there are fake ones, and there are many of them.
Now, let's draw it back home. Is it possible to have such fake offers, maybe within a country, maybe in Nigeria?
Hello? I did.
Is it possible to have such offers for a job within the country, not necessarily jackpine, but can I have such offers even within my country, and then maybe it is
even within your country?
Okay.
Yes, sometimes, though not seriously entrenched, but we know that some of these things can still happen. Yeah. I give you an example. There are some forms of trafficking that we have observed in Nigeria. One of them is organized begging. I'm saying that just trying to digress a little.
Yes.
There are things that we see that are not normal. When you see a woman having up to 10, 20 children, along with her begging on the street in those corners and all of that. Now, that is organized begging. It's a form of human trafficking. Wow. Now, even within Nigeria, there could be exploitation. In the job, in the workplace, there could be exploitation. I was opportune to have a research that I paid just barely enough to take them to work for the number of days they will go for that work in a month. And most of them just do that job during the day and then meet up with the customer later on in the night.
Wow. This
is a research we carried out in 2021, 2022.
Wow.
And this is almost across all the markets. It's actually a kind of a pilot research. But this is going on along the market. I'm sure that even the big markets in Abuja, such things are going on, where young boys, young girls are used and are not paid, and are not, even with the traditional apprenticeship system, they are not settled at the end of the day. So some of those things might, and I'm sure, are going on in Nigeria too.
Wow, this is sad. Now, I'm going to take you back to the issue of where the Belgians are saying that they've noticed a whole lot of offers about their country. Has social media made it easy or easier for traffickers to spread these fake opportunities?
Yes, it has. Social media has increased access to information, but it has also increased access to fake information. And that is where the traffickers, organized criminal networks come in. They exploit people's ignorance. Of course, you will notice that the society we live in currently, there is usually, especially among young people, even to adults, younger adults, older adults, are not able to pay attention to detail. You will discover that most people want to see pictures and videos. They don't want to read the headline. They don't want to read the news. They don't want to even research further. And that is why social media has come in. So when you see all those beautiful, in fact, in one particular case that was investigated by BBC African Eye, you see that the criminal network is between Nigeria, Ghana, and the UK, where people are employed from here, giving work visa sponsorship to work in care homes. But those care homes do not exist. In fact, where they exist, they do not have job offers. So when they come into UK, immediately they come into UK, they are taken to another company that pay less, and they are made, for them to remain in UK, they are made to work in another place, come and pay the company, and then the company pays back the money to them to present to the government that they are earning money from that company. Are you getting what I'm trying to explain?
Yes.
the kind of criminal network that is evolving around this. People are made to work in another place. They came in with a job offer from a particular company that doesn't have a job anyway. Now they are made to work in another place for a lower pay, and they are made to pay that money back through a back door to the company, which the company will now pay them again back as salary with some interest deductions. Have you seen? So it's becoming even more sophisticated and daring with social media.
Wow, this is really shocking to hear, honestly. And then with such offers, sir, Mr. Paul, what should we do? Like, if I really want to travel and all of that, what are the steps I'm supposed to take? What should I do to confirm if this job or this scholarship is actually genuine?
Okay, I want to say, I want to just be very clear. Most countries on earth plan for their citizens, not for citizens of other countries. That's number one.
Yes.
So, the jobs, most times in other countries, especially, and again, I want to mention that the world is transitioning to skilled labor market. Mm-hmm. So it can no longer be unskilled. So if you're going to any country, for instance, and you don't have market ready skill, ICT skills, vocational skills, you don't have them, it is actually a red flag for the person to reconsider. Because again, if you're going to a particular, for instance, in Western Europe, Germany and UK, all these countries within the Western Europe and Eastern Europe, these countries actually are countries where you do not go to hustle. They don't hustle in these places. You must have a defined means of living. And if you are going to be part of the economy, you must have market-ready skills. So if you do not have these bankable skills, it is important to acquire them. There are places they are looking for auto technicians, like in Germany. Yes. They are looking for auto technicians. They are looking for people who can repair a fridge, some of these, heaters and all of these things. People who are carpenters, upholstery makers and all of this. They are looking for these people. Now, but our people are traveling without these skills and hoping and praying that they will fit into the economy with no skill whatsoever. The person, yes, you have gone to school, you know how to. In the case of Germany, for instance, language is even a barrier. So you need to also learn a bit of German to be able to work in that economy, even if the job is unskilled. In fact, for unskilled labor, you need more language proficiency because you are interacting more with people than you are interacting with equipment and machines if you are skilled. Yeah. So that is why it is important. Yes, while it is important that you want to travel, want to leave Nigeria at all costs, make it skill-based, have the bankable skills, the market-ready skills that can make you fit into that economy. Then you will enjoy being an immigrant. But again, if you go and hope and pray, because why these countries are hard on irregular immigrants, people who do not have legal stay, is that these people are more prone and more likely to fall into crime. And it is taking them more of taxpayers' money to keep criminals in the prisons. Yeah. So they will want to deport them, they want to return them to their countries. Yeah. So, and this, when they return, these people will return without achieving their aim, because traveling abroad in Nigeria is seen as a miracle, it's seen as a way of prayer answered, that the people will make money and come and help their family and all that. It dashes the hope of the person. Yeah. So some of them, when we see them return, they return with hopelessness, despair. And when they are not managed well, these people become enemies of society. So you see a lot of kidnapping and some of these things that are happening. People are frustrated, all this kind of secessionist agitation, movements. Some of them are actually, taking out the anger on society. Yeah. That is what I observe.
This is really sad, but time is against us. But Mr. Paul, because we're dealing with a mixed audience, I would like for you to take your final words in Pidgin English so that it can enter the ear of every Nigerian. On this issue of Japa, everybody want Japa. People know they want check waiting they sup. Anything wait and see for social media, they look like say opportunity will come. But waiting you, Mr. Paul Nwankwo, want tell people where they hear us this morning.
My country people, I go say it's good to chat out. At least say it go help us. It go help the person where they waka. May he make money, come help family, come show say he big boy, say they arrive, or big girl, or a big auntie or something. But me, I go advise say it go better. May we look well. Because they say maybe all that glitters not good.
Yes, sir.
The country where they tell you say job day, everything day. You don't take their own population. You don't take the number of people where they come from, especially because if you look some of these countries, some of them they have racism where we say they their culture. They don't like black people, and for reasons experiences and all of those things. So me I go advise say, if you look at these people, for instance, make I just mention them small. If you go Poland, you go there, you see many people who come from Ukraine. They no go come leave their brother will be Ukraine, will be refugees. Come carry job, give you where they come from Nigeria, where they tell them say, Boko Haram don't sack people for your village. If they claim asylum, may they make you refugee, give you job, give you citizen. They no go feel do that. They no say there are 36 states in Nigeria. If say Boko Haram don't attack your own village, may you go another state. Why you come Poland where they far?
True.
You know, see say the story no follow.
Yeah.
So they go first give their own white people and tell you say you know if you speak our language, you know look like us and all of those things. So you go better maybe they look where if we want migrate, we want Japa, it's good maybe we look where the country where go fit accept us, where we go see job, and where we go see what we go they do, where they legit, not be just anything because people will tell you say, I go do anything. You no go fit do anything. What if say that they carry drug? Where we say in those countries when they come into the airport, they go write and say, for instance, Singapore, they write and say a death sentence, so they go kill you either by firing squad or by lethal injection, any of those things. So you go say how you go tell me say you won't do anything, say you fit do anything. You don't go fit do anything.
Yeah.
You go only do waiting be legit. May you leave, may you come back meet your people. Now we just advise our people.
Hi, Mr. Paul. It be like say this matter we go call you again. I beg when you get time because plenty things where we suppose know where we never ask question, but as time no come day, where we feel stop be this. But we want to thank you so much for your help and all the information where you don't give us today.
When I do well, may our people just they look down. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So we'll be talking with Mr. Paul Nwankwo, and this is how much we'll be able to take. And the reason why we switched to a little of our own kind English. Now me say get people where they hear this program, where they think say the program are for people where they speak Queen's English only. This thing, if you concern one person, you don't concern everybody be that. Now you make our guests come talk and for the one where everybody go here. You know, say get one kind language where they use, say they don't call family meeting be that. Now you make we they talk like this. So if you hear say Jackpot they want happen somewhere, it go good. May you find out all the question on top that matter before you do anything. And I say don't talk now. Maybe they don't already they give you that kind job offer and they tell you not tell anybody for when a compound mona not tell anybody. You get number where I go share with us now. Collect this number. If you just save it for your phone, even if you know one jackpot, you get person around you will go maybe one jackpot. They gonna tell us say may just bring small money, shinking money or they go do opportunity this one that one. Collect this number, give them. Give that person, make them call this number. Now the people will carry this program come, MICAT. Now then get this number. If you don't want to talk your name, no problem. Now the informate more go help somebody. Now in the important. So I will give you now the number 0913 359 1611 0913 359 1611. Just call them and tell them say you hear this program for radio, you want to confirm shey if person tell me say go carry me go odoboigbo and he say ma no tell person say work dey there, this one that one, just find out wetin they go tell you. Okay, e go good make we dey ask question before we do thing. For our Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja, and we get Abacha Azaku Nu wey talk say una good morning, no happy weekend, Mr. Abacha, thank you very much. This one come dey from Anikon Tom wey talk say good morning ma, happy weekend, well done work, keep it up. We dey appreciate, thank you for well done for watching as well. Now here we go stop the program. By God's grace, next week if you join us, we go do the Hausa version of the program. So we go dey interchange them, as we don't do small English today. Next week now Hausa, we go come do small English again a week after, until we come your way again on top the program. Please, you fit share the video wey dey on top Facebook or YouTube at Eagles FM Abuja. Make our loved ones, make dem see wetin dey happen for community, make dem